Good afternoon, high school baseball fans, and welcome out to Rio Grande City, home of the Rattlers, and they are hosting the Carroll Tigers here in Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. The Rattlers with an 8-3 win yesterday, so they have a 1-0 advantage. If the Carroll Tigers want to continue this Cinderella story, they're going to have to take two here from the home of the Rattlers. And I'll tell you what, it's hopping out here, man. I got to talk to a lot of the folks before the game started, and the folks in red and white, they were out here early, and this place is pretty hopping right now, man. They love their baseball. You Corpus Christi fans can certainly appreciate that. I know that Corpus fans love their baseball, and I'll tell you what, here in Rio Grande City, they love their baseball too. So expect a great ball game here this afternoon. Nick Matrides on the mound for the Carroll Tigers, and it's going to be Mark Bettis that will toe the rubber for the Rattlers. And let's go ahead and get you guys started with some starting lineups. So as we're, going to get underway here in just a few. So we'll start with the visiting Carroll Tigers. They're wearing their road grays this afternoon with their blue caps with the white C on the top. And so let's get you their starting lineup. Leading things off will be the center fielder, number 20, Gilbert Gonzalez. Batting second will be the second baseman, J.J. Bush. Batting third baseman, number 19, Easton Hewitt. In the cleanup spot, first baseman, Diego Cardenas. Batting fifth and on the mound, number 8, Nick Matrides. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 3, E.J. Cantu. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 10, Christian Martinez. And batting eighth, the catcher, number 12, De Palomo. Batting ninth for the Tigers will be the left fielder, number 2, Chris Chavez. And they're probably going to get their lineup in before I can do it, so we're going to just wait here. We'll pause just a few for the national anthem. As soon as they get done here at the stadium, I'll tell you what, folks, it's going to be rowdy here this afternoon, so you guys better be ready. So they have done the starting lineups here. I'll get you the starting lineup for the Rattlers here. When we come back, we'll take a brief pause right now for the national anthem.
Let's play some baseball!
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts.
3, 2, 1, 0.
It's game time.
Lift off.
So sit back and enjoy the ride right here on Blast Vision.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call for you this afternoon. Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. And real quick, let's go ahead and get you the starting lineup for the home team, the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Leading things off will be their pitcher, number 21, Mark Bettis. Batting second, the shortstop, number 37, Eddie Garza. Batting third, the catcher, number 34, Emmanuel Garza. And in the cleanup spot, right fielder, number 17, Eden Barrera. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 20, Emmanuel Sainz. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 15, Alan Garcia. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 10, Mike Ramos. Ramos bats for the second baseman, Onelio Leal. Batting eighth for the Rattlers, third baseman, number 6, Paul Bazan. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 11, Luis Garza. And that is the starting lineup for the home team. The Rio Grande City Rattlers, a 1-0 lead in the series after an 8-3 victory over the Tigers yesterday at Cabinets Field. Rudy Trevino had the game for you. So the Tigers here in the top of the first inning will send up Gonzalez, Bush, and Hewitt, looking to push this one to a game 3. So we are just minutes away from first pitch. Let's get you the defensive alignment for the Rattlers. In the outfield, left to right, Garcia, Garza, and Barrera. Signs at first, Leal at second, Garza the shortstop, Bazan at third, Garza behind the dish, and Perez on the mound. Let's see if I can find you some numbers for Mr. Perez here. Did a little shuffling before the ball game started, and so we changed spots. But I'm not going to complain too much. We ended up in the booth in the AC, so I think all in all it worked out pretty good, all things considered. So I won't fuss. Certainly won't fuss too much. But I'm a little behind on getting things up to date here, so. Give me a second. I'm going to try and get you some numbers for both of these teams here in just a few. But here we go. Gilbert Gonzalez steps up to the plate, and here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Officially underway at 2:59 first pitch for this ball game. And here we go. Bettis from the windup. Here comes the pitch, and he misses outside. So 1-1 to count. Swing and a miss at the 1-1 pitch, 1-2. And the count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes after Bettis misses with the pitch. Gonzalez wants to stretch the legs out just a bit. And that pitch is going to miss low. So a full count on Gonzalez. Senior center fielder for the Carroll Tigers. And that pitch is going to hit into right field, going back to right fielder, way back, and it's going to one-hop the wall, rounding first and headed for second. Going to be a close play as the throw comes in, and it's not in time. So Gilbert Gonzalez, a leadoff double all the way to the wall in right. 325 down the line in right, 325 down the line in left, 345 in the power alleys, and 375 straightaway center here at the Rattlers ballpark. Next batter is J.J. Bush, and Bush looks at ball 1. So 1-0 the count. Mark Bettis on the mound for the Rattlers. He is a senior. Here comes the pitch, and that one is going to be grounded, but foul first base side, so 1-1. 1.07 ERA for the young man. He's 3-1 on the season. 6 appearances for Bettis. 32 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 17 runs, only 5 earned. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 24 hits, 16 walks, and 52 strikeouts for Mark Bettis. So 1-2 count on the batter, J.J. Bush. Bush batting from the left side against the right-hander. Here comes the pitch, and Bettis misses up. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Comes the 2-2 pitch, going to miss outside. So both of Carroll's first two hitters taking Bettis to a full count. So swing and a miss, and he's going to get Bush to strike out for the first out of the inning. So one down. And that's going to bring up Easton Hewitt, junior third baseman for the Carroll Tigers. Actually, I believe Hewitt is a sophomore. I'll double check on that one for you guys here in just a sec. See if I'm trying to pull up the stats for the Tigers for us. And Bettis starts him off with a strike. Hewitt, the sophomore. Dotting the outside corner is Bettis. 0-2. Comes in batting .306. 22 hits in 72 at-bats. 4 doubles, 2 triples, 12 runs driven in. He scored 20. And that one in the dirt and actually gets past Garza. So on to third base is Gonzalez. So a 1-2 count. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 down here in the top of the first. Gonzalez at third base after the leadoff double and advancing to third on that pass ball. Hewitt's going to call timeout. Bettis from the windup with the runner at third base and skips one in the dirt, gets past the catcher. Here comes Gonzalez, and he will score easily. So the Carroll Tigers with a 1-0 lead on the wild pitch by Bettis. 2-2 the count. Two pitch, here it comes, and it's going to miss outside. So another full count. Tigers so far have been patient with Bettis. So here comes the 3-2 pitch to Hewitt, and it's going to miss up for ball 4. So runner at first with 1 out. Diego Cardenas to the plate for the Carroll Tigers. Cardenas, the senior, batting .262 coming into the ball game. 21 hits in 80 at-bats, 2 doubles and a triple. He's driven in 7. 18 runs scored for the senior first baseman. Hewitt gets his lead off of first base. Signs holds him on. Bettis comes set at the belt. Here comes the first pitch, and it misses up. So 1 ball, no strikes to Cardenas. Watched a little bit of this ball game as we were driving to the Valley yesterday. Pitch on the way, and there's a strike, 1-1. Pretty exciting game. The Tigers jumping out to a 2-0 lead in that ball game. But the Rattlers answering right back, scored 5 runs in the next half inning to take a 5-2 lead and never relinquished that lead. Ended up winning that ball game 8-3. That pitch is fouled off. So 1-2 count on Cardenas. Bettis leaning in for the sign. Here he comes set at the belt. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be popped up first base side, and Signs first baseman gives chase, but he runs out of room, so a foul ball, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Good sized crowd on both sides, and I'll tell you what, they've been into it since the beginning. Bettis comes set and delivers the pitch. Again, missing high with the pitch, so 2-2 the count. Strike 3 called. Caught the inside corner. And Cárdenas will go down looking for out number 2. That's going to bring Nick Matredes to the plate. Nick Matredes on the mound for the Tigers this afternoon. And that first pitch low and inside. Garza does a good job just to corral it right there. So 1-0 the count. Matredes batting .333, 27 hits and 81 at-bats. 5 doubles and a triple, 15 runs driven in. And there goes Hewitt. That pitch was inside and actually looks like it was fouled off. So he couldn't, almost a little check swing right there and fouls it off. Hewitt had a great jump over there at first base, but he's going to have to go back. And it's a 1-1 count. Comes a pitch, and Bettis misses up. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Again, Bettis missing up with a lot of pitches here in the first inning. And 3-1 the count on Matredes. Checking the chat here. Want to say hello to I Am Noe. Rooting for the Rio Grande Rattlers. Pitch on the way, and there's a strike. Full count. Stephanie Hinojosa, Carroll Tiger fan. Orlando Hernandez checking in as well. Rooting for Rio. Orlando Hernandez watching from the stands here. Low and outside and gets away from the catcher. Hewitt was on the move. He'll head to third base. Here comes the throw. Going to be close play, and he is out at third base. So that is going to end the first inning, but the Tigers do score a run here in the top of the first. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. So our score, Tigers 1, Rattlers coming to bat when we come back. Blast Vision live from Rio Grande, Texas.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call for you today. Rudy Trevino in Corpus today. He's got the Ray Texans and Loja Palmview, and it looks like a 4-0 Texan lead right now. They are in the bottom of the second inning. Okay, bottom of the second inning, 4-0 Ray Texans, and the Ray Texans can sweep with a win in this ball game. If La Jolla can come back, take the lead, and win, they'll force a game 3. So right now, Ray Texan fans feeling pretty good. We'll continue to check in on that one. Rudy has it over on Blast Vision 2. We're in the bottom of the first, 1-0 Tiger lead. And the Rattlers, who showed us yesterday they can put up crooked numbers pretty quick, will send up the top of their order, Perez, Garza, and Garza. Nick Matredes on the mound for the Tigers. In the outfield, left to right, Chavez, Gonzalez, and Cantu. Cárdenas at first, Bush at second, Martinez the shortstop, Hewitt at third, Palomo behind the dish. And it is Mark Bettis, the pitcher, who will lead things off here for the Rattlers. First pitch from Matredes, and that one is going to be lifted into left field. Going back, Chavez looking up, and he's going to make the grab right in front of the wall. Bettis put a good swing on it, but Matredes and the Tigers keep him in the ballpark, and Chavez records the first out of the inning for the Carroll Tigers.
Number 37, Eddie Garza.
It's going to bring up Eddie Garza, the shortstop for the Rattlers. I believe Garza, Eddie, and Emmanuel Garza, the Cuates, to the top two baseball players here in the Valley. First pitch from Matredes is going to miss for ball one, and the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. I believe Eddie going to Grayson College. Let's get you some numbers on the senior. And that pitch is going to be driven into center field for a base hit. So a 1-out single for Garza.
Brings up to the plate, number 34, Manny Garza.
It's going to bring up the catcher, Manny Garza. And I believe this young man is going to Rice University. Senior Manny Garza leads the team batting .441, 26 hits in 59 at-bats, 5 doubles, 2 triples, and a home run. He's driven in 25 runs for the team. Bats from the left side. Matredes delivers a pitch. Big hack right there, but he comes up empty. 0-1 the count. So Garza at first. Cárdenas holding him on. And Matredes misses high and outside. So a ball and a strike. Breaking pitch misses outside. So 2-1 the count on Garza. Tigers got a leadoff double from Gonzalez in the first. He reached third on a pass ball and came in to score on a wild pitch. 2-1 pitch is going to be fouled back into the netting. 2-2. And Garza spoils another one. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Nick Matredes early in the season, he was the man for the Carroll Tigers. They relied heavily on his arm. 2-2 pitch is going to miss up. So full count to Garza. And, Coach Marcelo admitting that, he took some tough losses as the Carroll Tigers were trying to get some guys healthy and lost some ball games that, they had a chance to be in because Nick Matredes gave them a chance. 3-2 pitch, and that one is going to be popped up, back, and out of play. So we'll do it again at 3-2. Tigers, as I mentioned in the pregame, the Cinderella story out of CCISD. These guys started district play 0-6, and no one, unless you wore a Carroll Tiger jersey, you probably didn't think they had a chance, myself included. And I'm pretty glad that these guys, turned things around. That pitch is going to be fouled off and going to get out of play, first base side. So guys are doing a good job here, fouling off some tough pitches, working the count on Matredes. Then they got DJ Dudney back, and not only did it help to have their ace pitcher back for them, just kind of gave the whole team a different vibe, a new swag, and that one's going to be popped up into shallow center field, backpedaling the shortstop, Martinez, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. And Garza over at first base had to wait on it. Looked like someone was going to make the grab, so they almost had a play on him over at second base. But he does get there in time as that one is dropped. So reaching on a single is Manny Garza, and we'll have a courtesy runner rather, number 5, courtesy running for the catcher.
Number 17,
So kind of hitting it out into no man's land over there. You had 3 Carroll Tigers there, Bush, Martinez, and Gonzalez, the center fielder, but no one could get to it. So it dumps in there for a single, and now the Rattlers with first and second, 1 out for Eden Barrera. And Matrides pumps in a strike. Barrera, a senior, batting .439 for the Rattlers, 25 hits and 57 at-bats, 8 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run, and he fouls that one back out of play. He has driven in a team-high 28 runs driven in, and he has scored 18. Right now, Matrides way ahead in the count, 0-2. Comes the pitch, and that one is going to be fouled off. First base side out of play. We'll do it again at 0-2. So as I was saying, they got DJ Dudney back and kind of changed the whole demeanor of this team, and they just started to believe. Went 8-2 in their final 10 district games and clinched the 4th spot to make the playoffs. Great job right there by the freshman catcher, De Palomo. A ball and 2 strikes. You know, DJ Dudney went with Coach Marcelo to the press conference, the playoff press conference, on Tuesday. Pitch on the way, and that one's going to be fouled off. And one of the questions asked of Dudney was, you know, how has it been like being a team leader? And also, were there any surprise players this year, you know, on the team? And De Palomo was the name that he mentioned, the freshman coming in. And, you know, catcher's a tough position to begin with. But, you know, as a freshman, he's come in, done a great job for them. And he was the surprise that DJ Dudney mentioned for this year's team, De Palomo. Pitch from Matrides misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Barrera. Got us at second. Guerra at first. Here comes a 2-2 pitch, and that one is to be grounded to the shortstop, Martinez. Martinez goes to the short bag over at third base. His momentum was carrying him towards third, so they'll get the lead runner, Garza, for out number 2. But for the Rattlers, still first and second, now 2 outs. So Barrera at first, reaching on the fielder's choice. Guerra advances to second. Manny signs to the plate. First baseman for the Rattlers. First pitch swinging, and he fouls it straight back. Signs a senior, batting .269 coming into the ball game. 14 hits and 52 at-bats. 5 doubles, 1 home run, and he's driven in 15. Got a score update from the Ray Texans and La Jolla Palmview here in just a sec. There's a strike, 0-2. .6-0 Ray Texans. Ball game over at Cabinets Field in Corpus Christi. There goes the runner, and the pitch is going to be driven into left field. Chavez coming in, a diving, and he makes the out. What a play by Chris Chavez out in left field, a diving grab. Otherwise, that is at least 1 run, and we would have had a tie ball game. So Chris Chavez saving a run right there with that awesome catch out in left field. So that'll do it here in the bottom of the first for the Rattlers. No runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 men left on base after 1 inning of play. Our score, Tigers 1, Rattlers nothing. Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out. Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call for you, and EJ Cantu to the plate. Bettis delivers the first pitch, misses for a ball, so 1-0 the count. And the 1-0 pitch grounded. Right side, nice grab by Signs over at first base on the backhand. Seen some good defense here through the first couple of innings. So Signs with a nice grab, takes it himself, 1 away. So 1 down, nobody on for Christian Martinez, Tiger shortstop. And Bettis dots the outside corner. Called strike 1. Goes right back to it. 0-2. Just a little bit too far outside that time. So a ball and 2 strikes. Christian Martinez, the senior shortstop, batting .264, 14 for 53, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. He has driven in 15 runs for the Tigers, and he looks at ball 2, so 2-2 the count. And the 2-2 pitch misses outside, full count. Rio fans wanted that one for sure. And he is getting the corners there. That one just a little too far outside. He was going to try and get Martinez to chase. Instead, he gets him to chase at the high heat. And a swing and a miss from Martinez. 2 away. So 2 down, bases empty. Dave Palomo to the plate. Freshman catcher batting .328 coming into the ball game. 20 for 61. 2 doubles and a triple. He's driven in 15. And that one is going to be driven out to left field. Coming over, Garcia. And how about that? Garcia says, Chavez, I can do it too. And he makes a nice diving play over there in left field to end the inning. So the Tigers go quietly here in the top of the second. No runs, hits, or errors. No one left on base. After an inning and a half, it's a 1-0 Tiger lead. You listen to Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
Johnny Luna with Auto Nation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. Auto Nation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez here with the call. Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. The Rattlers winning Game 1 in Corpus yesterday. 8-3 was the final, so they have a 1-0 lead in the series. Tigers, they need to win 2 ball games today to advance. They got to win this first one just to have a chance. First pitch from Matrides to Alan Garcia, misses low and away, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Garcia, just a junior, batting .385, 20 hits in 52 at bats, 3 doubles and a triple, 10 runs driven in. 1-1 pitch, hit sharply but foul. Third base side, 1-2. One-two pitch, hit sharply to the second baseman, Bush. Bush over to first. 2 Cárdenas in time. 1 away. I'll tell you what, both teams hitting the ball really hard through the first couple of innings. 1 down for the designated hitter, Mike Ramos. Ramos hits for the second baseman, Onelio Leal. First pitch to Ramos, in there for a strike. Ramos, a senior, batting .286 on the season, 16 for 56, 3 doubles and 6 runs driven in. And he will call timeout. So Matrides will reset. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, curveball. Now one's going to be hit into left field, going to get down for a base hit all the way to the wall. Chavez finally gets to it, and the throw comes in to Bush at second base, but it is a 1-out double for Ramos. Now a runner in scoring position for Bazan. Paul Bazan, the third baseman. Actually, no, it's Luis Garza. And that pitch is going to be fouled off. Okay, so actually Bazan we'll figure it out here in just a second. I must have got it wrong on the lineup card there. First pitch, nice backhand by Christian Martinez, and actually they will tag out Ramos. So Ramos couldn't get back to second base in time. Christian Martinez with a nice backhanded grab right there. And at first he tried to chase Ramos, then he decided just to flip it over to Bush, and Bush applied the tag. So fielder's choice right there. Garza at first base. 2 away. First pitch swinging, and that one's going to be lined into left field and into the glove of Chavez for out number 3. So that'll do it. The Rattlers strand a runner after 2 innings of play. The Tigers with a 1-0 lead. You're listening to Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Stable Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. And Chris Chavez, oh my goodness, Chavez first pitch swing, he didn't let me come back. Hit one out of the ballpark, so a great defensive play for Chavez. And slam dunk over here after he rounded the bases as well. So a great defensive diving catch in left field, and his first at bat, first pitch he sees, he deposits it over the wall in right field, right in front of the flagpole. Chris Chavez with a solo bomb and a 2-0 Carroll Tiger lead. Back to the top of the order for Gilbert Gonzalez. One-0 pitch misses for ball 2, so 2-0 the count on Gonzalez. Gilbert in his first at bat, a two-bagger as he doubled also into right field. He would advance to third base on a pass ball and scored the only run of the ball game up until that Chris Chavez home run. And he scored that run on a wild pitch. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch misses in the dirt, so 3-1 the count. Up and in. So a walk and Gonzalez on base once again. So make his way down to first base. And J.J. Bush to the plate. J.J. struck out in his first at bat, so 0 for 1 here in the ball game. 2-0 Carroll Tigers. And Bush looks at a strike. J.J. leading the team. Actually, he's behind Cruz, but 386 batting average for Bush as he looks at ball 1, a ball and a strike. 22 hits in 57 at-bats, 9 doubles, 4 triples, 13 runs driven in. And the 1-1 pitch, and it is going to be driven out to right field, and that one's going to get down, and it will go all the way to the wall. Gonzalez rounding second, headed for third, and J.J. Bush with a double. So second and third for the Carroll Tigers, still nobody out. Easton Hewitt to the plate. Barrera, the right fielder, was shading towards center, so that one hit on the line, and that's going to draw a visit to the mound. So a timeout here, and let's check in one more time on that. Ray Texans with an 8-0 lead in Game 2 of that series. They won Game 1, so if they win, hang on to win. It's early in that ball game, bottom of the third, but 8-0 for the Ray Texans. They've got Kevin Goss on the mound for them this afternoon, so got to like their chances in that ball game. Home plate umpire going to come and break this one up. Something different for the playoffs. You see 4 umpires during district play, only 2 umpires on the field, but during the playoffs, 4-man crew. See Art Green out there on the field, and I believe he might have been behind the plate in yesterday's ball game. The first pitch to Hewitt is going to miss low for ball 1. So the infield in for the Rattlers with runners at second and third, nobody out. Here comes the pitch, and swing and a miss. 1-1. Little excuse me swing right there, and 1-2. Hewitt walked in the first, so no official at bat for the sophomore third baseman. But Bet is ahead in the count here, 1-2. From the windup, here comes the pitch, and that one a swing and a miss, gets away from the catcher. He'll have to make the throw down to first base, and he does. So Signs with the snag over there, and 1 away. It's going to bring Diego Cárdenas to the plate. Diego struck out in his first at bat, so he's 0 for 1. Rattlers keep the infield in, and the first pitch is going to be driven out to center field, going to get down in front of Garza. 1 run will score. They're waving Bush. Here comes the throw, cut off. And in to score is J.J. Bush. Give Cárdenas 2 RBIs on that single and a 4-0 Tiger lead. Tough with the infield in right there, but I don't know. Even with the infield back, it's probably a base hit, or would have been a tough leaping grab perhaps for the shortstop. First pitch in there for a strike. And the 0-1 pitch. That one is going to be ripped into right field. Matrides gets a hit. So back-to-back singles, first and second for the Tigers with 1 out. E.J. Cantu to the plate. For Nick Matrides, his first base hit of the ball game. And I believe we'll have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. And instead, a timeout called. Carroll Tiger fans, they are definitely into it, and I think that is going to be a pitching change, so that may be it for Bettis. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you some pitching change information. You guys don't go anywhere. Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. We are in the top of the third inning, pitching change for the Rattlers. Now on the mound is number 6, Paul Bazan. So Bazan will come in to throw. Bettis will stay in the ball game. He'll play short, and the new third baseman is Garza. So Eddie Garza will play third base. 4-0 Carroll Tiger lead here in the top of the fourth. Runners at first and second with 1 out. E.J. Cantu at the plate. Nick Matrides at first. Diego Cardenas at second. Back-to-back singles for these young men. Cardenas a 2-run single, giving the Tigers a 4-0 lead. So E.J. Cantu will dig in for the Carroll Tigers. Cantu grounded out in the second. So he's 0 for 1 in the ball game. So runners at first and second get their leads. Cantu at the plate. Comes the first pitch from Bazan. And he's going to miss up with the pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. Can't give you the final line on Bettis just yet. He's responsible for both Matrides and Cardenas. So we'll get that to you as soon as we can. There's a strike. 1-1. And that pitch is in the dirt. 2-1. Paul Bazan, he is a freshman. 10.50 ERA, 1-0 record on the season. He's had 4 appearances for the Rattlers. There's a strike. 2-2. 4 2/3 innings pitched. He has allowed 7 runs, all earned on 5 hits, 9 walks, and 4 strikeouts for the freshman right-hander. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. So Cantu goes down swinging for out number 2. So 2 down, runners at first and second for Christian Martinez. Martinez struck out his first time up. That was in the second inning, so he's 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Score update from Corpus, 10-0 Ray Texans in the bottom of the third inning. Texans, I believe they won yesterday's game 6-0. Swing and a miss for Martinez on the first pitch from Bazan. So the Texans swinging the bats pretty good here in the bi-district round and looking to sweep La Jolla Palmview. Bazan comes set. Here comes the pitch, and that one's in the dirt. Great job by Garza. The runners take off. The throw to third base is in time. They'll tag Cardenas out for out number 3. So the Rattlers getting a bit of a jam, but able to escape. They did allow 3 runs, though, in the top of the third inning. 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors, and 1 man left on base. After 2.5, it's a 4-0 Tiger lead. You listen to Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Here we go in the bottom of the third, top of the order for the Rattlers. Mark Bettis at the plate. Nick Matredes delivers a strike, so an 0-1 count on Bettis. Just missing outside, 1-1. Bettis flew out to left his first at bat. That was in the first inning, so he's 0-1 in the ball game. He was the starting pitcher, and he pops one up left side, sky high, and Hewitt, Martinez, and Chavez all gave chase, but it's going to drop in foul territory. So a 1-2 count on Bettis. He was the starting pitcher for the Rattlers, now playing shortstop. And another score update from Cabinets Field, 12-0 Ray Texans, still in the bottom of the third inning. So the Texans really pouring it on. Let me see if I can find that one on the game changer for us. So it looks like we're getting the updates actually from Rudy Trevino himself as we're kind of watching that one. That pitch is going to be popped up now first base side, and Cardenas will make the grab in foul territory, one away. So Eddie Garza will come up to the plate, and Garza singled in the first inning, so he's 1-for-1 in the ball game. Matredes from the windup, and that one is going to be driven out to left field, slicing foul. Giving chase is Chavez, and Chavez into the fence trying to make that grab, but it's going to drop in foul territory, so an 0-1 count on the batter, Eddie Garza. So the Ray Texans have scored 4 runs in each of the first 3 innings, and they're still batting in the bottom of the third inning. 1 out, runner at second base. Kevin Goss at the plate. So 4 runs in the first, 4 in the second, 4 in the third so far, and a 12-0 Ray Texan lead. Ground ball up the middle. Matredes fields it. Soft toss over to Cardenas at first base. 2 up, 2 down. So with 2 outs and bases empty, Manny Garza to the plate. Great at bat his first time around for Garza. He saw 10 pitches from Matrides and got himself a little bloop single into center field. Popped it up, but put it in a perfect spot. None of the Tigers could get to it. First pitch from Matrides is swung on and missed. So an 0-1 count on the young man. See, Magic 81 has checked in, updating us with some scores. I'm going to get to those here in just a second. Fouled off, 0-2. Melissa Garza checking in as well, cheering for the Rattlers. Magic 81 says Bishop is up 9-1 over Odom. They won game 1, so they're looking for the sweep, are the Bishop Badgers. And Gregory Portland up 7-1 over Mission Veterans Memorial. So the Wildcats looking for the sweep as well, as they won yesterday's ball game 9-0. We had that one right here on Blast Vision. That pitch is going to be fouled off. I believe the count is 1-2. So 1-2 count on Garza. Let's see what else we got here. That one's going to be popped up. Left side of the infield. Martinez fights the sun, and he's going to squeeze it for out number 3. So the Rattlers go in order. No runs, hits, or errors. No one left on base. And after 3 innings of play, the Carroll Tigers with a 4-0 lead. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Stable Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We are in the top of the 4th inning here in Rio Grande City, home of the Rattlers. And the Rattlers trying to get a win here in Game 2 and sweep the Tigers. But the Carroll Tigers right now with a 4-0 lead. They're trying to push it to a Game 3 and keep their Cinderella story alive. Very interesting thing Coach Marcelo said in the press conference on Tuesday. He said our story is well documented. I mean, everybody knows how the Carroll Tigers started district play and what it took for them just to make the 4th place out of District 29 5A. Everyone knows that story, right? He said, so that's been well documented. We want our story to be how we finish this season. And so, you know, these guys, they definitely got that never say die attitude, and they working with the lead right here. But as that first pitch from Bazan misses up, 1-0 the count on Martinez. But, you know, don't forget, we saw these Rio Grande City Rattlers yesterday and how quickly they can put up a crooked number. So, you know, for the Rattlers, I'm sure they feel exactly the same way. They are never out of a ball game either. So, expect this one to be a great ball game all the way until the last out. 2-0 pitch, and that one is going to be fouled off, so 2-1 the count. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes, and that one's going to be in the dirt. 3-1. Christian Martinez struck out in his first at bat. He was at the plate with a 1-1 count when the runner was thrown out at third base for the last out of the inning. So got a fresh count here in the top of the third, and now a full count after swinging a miss on the 3-1 pitch. Bazan delivers up, and it will be a leadoff walk. So Martinez at first base for the freshman Day Palomo. So freshman versus freshman here. Bazan, a freshman on the mound for the Rattlers. Palomo, a freshman at the plate for the Tigers. Palomo flew out to left in the second inning, so he's 0 for 1 in the ballgame, looking for his first base hit. Martinez leads off first, where Saenz holds him on, and the first pitch swinging, popped up right side of the infield, coming in the first baseman, and Saenz is going to make the grab. Have to fight the sun right there, but he's able to do it, and he records the first out of the inning. On first base side of the mound where he made that grab. So one down for Chris Chavez. Chavez has only seen one pitch, and it left the ballpark. And the first offering from Bazan misses up and in. So 1-0 the count to Chavez. So a solo home run as he led off the third inning for the Tigers. Pitch on the way, and that one is fouled off. Third base side out of play. Ball and a strike. Bazan with a quick peek over to first base. Actually a double look, and Chavez called timeout. There comes the pitch, and it's going to miss for ball 2. So 2-1 on Chavez. I want to give a shout out to my partner this weekend. She has been on it, and now I've got her working the virtual scoreboard. So I think I'm going to owe her dinner or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a Maybe we'll run a poll on Blast Vision, see what y'all think I should. 2-1 pitch is going to be fouled off, so 2-2 the count on Chavez. Bazan with a quick peek over to first base, comes set at the belt. Here comes the pitch, and again, Chavez fouls it off. So we'll have another 2-2 pitch coming up. Wow, I'm going to give you some updates here from Magic 81 in just a second. I will do that after this pitch. Bazan comes set. 2-2 pitch on the way, and that one is going to be driven into right field for a base hit. Look out, Christian Martinez. He had to kind of put the arms up right there, and I'm thinking he might have felt that one buzz by, but it is a base hit for Chavez. So first and second with one out for Gilbert Gonzalez. Gilbert doubled and scored, walked and scored. So he's 1 for 1 with a couple of runs scored in the ball game. Bazan comes set. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Magic 81 reporting that the Alice Coyotes were trailing 4-1 to Hidalgo in Game 2. The Coyotes won Game 1 big. I believe it was 14-0 or 14-1 maybe. But That pitch is going to be grounded left side, and it's going to be fielded by the third baseman. Garza to second for one, and they will get the out. No throw to first. So they force Chavez at second base. So runners at the corners with one out. J.J. Bush at the plate. I'll get you that here in just a second. Sorry, we were checking on the crowd mic there. And Bazan starts him off with a strike. JJ doubled and scored his last time up. He's 1 for 2. So Magic 81 saying that Alice was trailing 4-1 to Hidalgo, and then the Coyotes threatening with the bases loaded, 2 outs, and a bases clearing triple tied up the ball game for the Alice Coyotes and Hidalgo. A win for the Coyotes, and they would sweep the series. 0-1 pitch. Missed up. 1-1 the count. So a ball and a strike, 2 down, runners at the corners for the Tigers. Here comes the pitch, and that one's going to miss up. 4-2. And that one is going to be driven out to center field. Drifting over is Garza, and fighting the wind out there, it looked like. But he makes the grab for out number 3. So the Tigers strand a couple here in the top of the 4th, but they have a 4-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Autotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez, and we're in the bottom of the 4th inning here of this ball game. Nick Matrides back out on the mound for the Carroll Tigers. He'll face 4, 5, and 6 in the Rattler order. Barrera, Sines, and Garcia. Score coming in, Gregory Portland with a 9-2 lead over Mission Veterans Memorial with after 5 innings of play.
Number 17, Edith Barrera.
And then Barrera to the plate for the Rattlers to lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Barrera reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st inning, so he's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Digs in against Nick Matrides. And Nick gets him to pop one up into center field. Coming in is Gonzalez, and Gonzalez going to make the grab for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Manny Sines to the plate, the Rattler first baseman. Sines 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. Matreedy starts him with a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And that one's going to be popped up. Third base side in foul territory, and Easton Hewitt almost overran it. Makes the grab for out number 2. You can tell these guys fighting the sun and fighting the wind. So Easton Hewitt with a nice grab over there, and some of the Carroll Tiger players sporting the blue hair. Hewitt, one of them. First pitch, sharply hit to the shortstop. Martinez, strong throw over to first is in time, and Matreedy once again retires the Rattlers in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base after 4 innings of play. 4-0 Tigers. Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez here with you in game 2 of this best of 3. And I think we may have, no, we don't. Bazan's still out on the mound. So let's get you the final line. I didn't get you the final line on Bettis, and we can do that here. Let's see if we can refresh this thing. Not sure what happened there, but okay, here we go. So final line on Mark Bettis, 2 1/3 innings pitched. He allowed 4 runs, 3 earned on 5 hits, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. He's on the hook for the loss unless the Rattlers can at least tie the ball game or take the lead. We're in the top of the 5th, 4-0 Tiger lead, and Easton Hewitt at the plate, and he looks at a strike from Bazan. Paul Bazan, the freshman, has come in and really given his team a chance here. Kept the Tigers off the board so far. Delivers ball 1, so 1 ball, 1 strike to the sophomore third baseman Easton Hewitt. 1-1 pitch in there, 1-2. Ground ball, right side and through. So a leadoff single for Hewitt. Here come the Tigers once again. So Hewitt at first base for Diego Cardenas. Cardenas a strikeout in the first, singled in the third, so 1 for 2. Drove in 2 runs with that single in the third inning. And check swing, strike 1. Throw down to first base. Hewitt with the head first dive back in time. Want to say hello to Stephanie Hinojosa, rooting for the Tigers, checking in on the chat. That one is going to be popped up, third base side, slicing foul, going to get out of play. 0-2. Jay Stone checking in on the chat. And Magic 81 with another score update. 13-0 Ray Texans, bottom of the fourth. 0-2 count here on Diego Cardenas, Tiger first baseman. Hewitt with the lead over at first, and the pitch is going to be low and outside, 1-2. And that pitch going to miss low, so 2-2 the count on Cardenas. Top of the fifth here. Tigers with a 4-0 lead. They need a win here in this ball game to force a game 3. If the Rattlers. That one is going to be driven out to left field. The left fielder Garcia gets past him all the way to the wall. Rounding second is Hewitt. On the way to second is Cardenas. So a double for Cardenas. And the Tigers have second and third. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth for Nick Matrides. So Garcia just couldn't get to it. It was hit too hard. Gets all the way to the wall, and an easy double for Cardenas. So Cardenas at second, Hewitt at third, infield in for the Rattlers. Matrides at the plate. Here comes the pitch, and there's a strike. Nick Matrides walked in the first, singled in the third. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game, and here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that one skipped in there. And a great job by Garza to block it, takes it off the chest. Ball and a strike now on Matrides. One pitch, and that one is into the glove of Perez. A leaping grab by the shortstop right there. And there is one out. Now the infield, and they'll stay up. They kind of backed up a bit there, but they're going to stay playing up with only one out and still runners at second and third. So a nice grab by Perez, the shortstop. One down. EJ Cantu at the plate. Tigers want to extend this 4-0 lead, and the Rattlers want to do everything they can to keep this a 4-0 ball game, give themselves a chance to get back in it. Comes the pitch, and a swing and a miss, and guessing he fouled that one off. So foul tip and an 0-1 count on Cantu. EJ grounded out in the second, struck out in the third, so he's 0 for 2. Tigers would love for him to find his first base hit right here. Could mean 2 more runs for the Tigers. Ground ball through the right side. Here comes Hewitt. He will score. Cardenas are going to hold him up as Barrera gets it in quickly. So Cantu does find his first base hit, and it's 1 run. So now a 5-0 Tiger lead. Runners at the corners with 1 out for Christian Martinez. So Christian Martinez Struck out in the second, walked in the fourth, 0 for 1 in the ball game. Bazan comes set. Here comes a pitch. Ground ball, right side, fielded by the shortstop. Over to second for one. On to first base. Not in time. So in to score is Cárdenas. So Martinez reaches on the fielder's choice. Drives in Cárdenas. A 6-0 Tiger lead. 2 down here in the top of the 5th for Palomo. Bazan starts him off with a strike. 0-1 count on Palomo. Flew out to left in the second. Pop up in the infield in the fourth. So he's 0 for 2. And the breaking pitch stays up. Ball and a strike. 1-1 to count, 2 down. Martinez gets his lead over at first base. Signs holding him on. Here comes the pitch, and Bazan misses up. 2-1 to count. Barry Frank checking in on the chat says GP Sherryland would be a really good game. And there's a strike. 2-2. If the Gregory Portland Wildcats win their ball game, let me look and see real quick here. Let me do a little update here. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first base in time, and they will retire Palomo via the strikeout for out number 3. So we'll finish that conversation when we come back. 6-0 Tigers. They add 2 more here in the top of the 5th. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. And the Rattlers will send up 7, 8, 9 in the order. Ramos, Garza, and Leal. You guys don't go anywhere. Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. Bottom of the 5th inning. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Rattlers. Ramos, Garza, and Leal. Nick Matrides back out on the mound. And I was going to look at the matchups here. The Gregory Portland Wildcats on their way, looks like in full command of Game 2 of that series. And if they advance, they will face Sherryland. So that is who they will get. Sherryland swept the Westlaco, or they swept Westlaco East, rather. So a 2-game sweep of East. So they would match up with Gregory Portland in the area round. The Veterans Memorial Eagles, a 1-game playoff against Roma. They won that one 14-1 in 5 innings. And they will face Brownsville Veterans Memorial, who swept McAllen Row. So that is the matchup for the area round right there. The Ray Texans in full command of game 2, and a win by the Ray Texans as that first pitch from Atreides misses for ball 1. The batter is Mike Ramos. And the Texans, with a win in game 2, will face McAllen next week. So number 4, McAllen, who swept Mercedes. So that would be the matchup, Ray Texans and McAllen. And 2-0 pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. The Carroll Tigers and the Rio Grande City Rattlers, the winner of this series will face the winner of Sherryland Pioneer and Brownsville Porter, as that one is going to be driven out into left field for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Ramos, and Mike Ramos 2 for 2 in the ball game. So Ramos at first base for Luis Garza, and Luis grounded out his first time up, so he's 0 for 1 in the ball game. That Sherryland Pioneer Brownsville Porter series, Brownsville Porter getting the win in game 1, so Porter with a 1-0 lead in the series over number 5 Sherryland Pioneer. First pitch swinging, and Garza just missed it, fouled it straight back. So the winner of this series will face either Sherryland Pioneer or Brownsville Porter. I believe they're playing today. We'll see if we can find out. Maybe they've already started. That one's going to be driven out to left field. It over towards the line goes Chavez, and he will squeeze it one away. So one down. Ramos at first base for Onelio Leal. Leal flew out to left in his first at bat. Atreides misses with the first pitch. So a 1-0 count on Leal. Here comes the pitch, and that one's going to miss up for ball 2. If I remember correctly, the hit into left field by Leal was the diving grab by Chavez. Just one of several great defensive plays made by both of these teams here in this ball game. That pitch is going to miss outside for ball 3. So 3-0 the count to Leal. There's a strike, 3-1. Ramos with the lead over at first base. Cárdenas holding him on. Atreides comes set at the belt. Here comes the pitch, and that one is going to be driven out to center field. Going to get down in front of Gonzalez. So a single for Leal. First and second with one out. Back to the top of the Rattler order. Mark Bettis to the plate. Bettis with a fly out to left in the first. Pop up in foul territory in the third. So he's 0 for 2 in the ball game. But he digs in here with first and second, one out. Rattlers trailing 6-0. Here in the bottom of the 5th comes the pitch, and that one's going to be driven out to center field. Gonzalez backing up, makes the grab, and a strong throw all the way to third base. That's going to keep the runners put at first and second, 2 down. So Eddie Garza to the plate. Garza singled in his first at bat. Grounded right back to Matredes in the third, so he's 1 for 2. First pitch swinging, and that one hit into right field, and it's just foul. Got through, shaded towards center. There's no way he would have gotten to it. So if he could have somehow kept that one fair, could have put a run on the board. Perhaps Ramos could have scored from second base, but it was slicing towards the line and dropped foul. So an 0-1 count on Garza, and here come the Rio fans. Foul that one off, so 0-2 the count. Oh, 0-2 pitch, low and outside. Good job by Palomo, the catcher. He was set up outside, but the pitch missing low and outside. And a good block right there kept Ramos over at second base. So 1-2 pitch coming up. Swing and a miss. Nick Matredes getting in and out of a jam right there, keeping the Rattlers off the board. So for Rio Grande City, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. 2 men left on base after 5 innings of play. The Carroll Tigers with a 6-0 lead here in Game 2. Tigers trying to force a Game 3. You guys don't go anywhere. Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Top of the 6th inning we go. 6-0 Tiger lead. They'll send up 9, 1, and 2 in the order. Chavez, Gonzalez, and Bush. Freshman Bazan still out on the mound for the Rattlers. And this will be his 3rd inning of work.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 2, Chris Chavez.
Chavez, the 9-hole hitter. And he looks at ball 1, up and out. First pitch he saw, deposited that over the wall in right field. Singled in his second at bat, so he's 2 for 2. And looks at strike 1, so a ball and a strike on Chavez. Tiger left fielder. And the 1-1 pitch is going to miss. 2-1. 2-1 misses up. 3-1 the count. Gregory Portland Wildcats up 11-2 in Game 2. Trying to sweep Mission Veterans Memorial and face Sherryland next week. 3-1 pitch is going to miss for ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Chavez. Gilbert Gonzalez to the plate. Gonzalez has been on base all 3 times. A double, a walk, and reaching on a fielder's choice. He's scored twice. Senior center fielder for the Carroll Tigers. And congratulations to the Bishop Badgers. They swept the Oldham Owls, so they will advance and play Lyford next week in the area round. So the Badgers advance. Thank you, Magic 81. Ground ball, third base side. Nice backhand over there by Garza. Throw to second for 1, on to first base. Not in time. Oh, my goodness. What a play over there by Eddie Garza at third base on the backhand. That was sharply hit by Gonzalez, so Gonzalez will reach on the fielder's choice, but they do get Chavez at second. So 1 down, runner at first base for J.J. Bush. First pitch to Bush, low. One was in the dirt, 1-0 the count. J.J. struck out in his first at bat, doubled and scored, and then flew out to center. So he is 1 for 3. Breaking pitch stays up and out, 2-0. Gregory Portland advancing, and the final in that ball game was 11-3. So they will sweep Mission Veterans Memorial to advance, and the Wildcats will play Sherryland next week. Pitch on the way, and that one's going to be driven out to center field. Going back, Garza still going back, and that one is gone. A 2-run home run by J.J. Bush. And the Tigers with an 8-0 lead here in Game 2. And here comes the backboard. Touch 'em all, J.J. Bush. And he's gonna give him the basketball and slam dunk over there. I don't know when they started doing that. So 8-0 Carroll Tigers. Easton Hewitt to the plate. And the pitch in the dirt. 1-0 the count. Up and in, 2-0. Three balls and no strikes on Hewitt. Easton walked in his first at bat, struck out, singled and scored. So he's 1 for 2. Pitch on the way, and there's a strike. Looks like Needville with a 5-0 lead over Rockport Fulton. That's at the end of the 5th. The Pirates need a win to extend that series. 3-1 pitch going to be fouled back into the netting, 3-2. Pirates losing game 1. I don't remember the score in that one, but the Pirates lost game 1, so they need to win today to force a game 3. Otherwise, Needville will advance to the area round. 3-2 pitch on the way, and that one is going to be driven out to right field. Going to get down for a base hit. A great hit right there for Hewitt. Didn't try to do too much, just went with the pitch, drove it the other way, got himself a base hit, his second hit of the ball game. He's now 2 for 3. Diego Cardenas to the plate, 1 away here in the top of the 6th. Timeout called, and there'll be a meeting on the mound. Quick timeout. Let's check the chat here. I mean, you guys got busy, man. Justin Perales checking in. And Justin, you will be happy to know that we are actually in the booth, so I didn't need any sunscreen, and they were actually going to put us under the canopy either way, which is going to be good, but we would have been outside. And it's a little bit hot here, just a little bit hot. But we ended up in the booth somehow. Magically, we ended up in the booth, and we're certainly thankful for that. But we're going to take a quick break, you guys. I'll come back to the chat when we come back. Pitching change for the Rattlers. So you guys don't go anywhere. Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City. We'll be right back.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. Top of the second inning. Sixth inning. Top of the sixth inning. And pitching change for the Rattlers. Now pitching is Manny Signs. So Signs to the mound. And a new first baseman for the Rattlers. And that is Brian Perez. So Perez takes over at first. Diego Cardenas at the plate for the Tigers. Hewitt at first base. One down here in the top of the sixth. 8-0 Tiger lead in the first pitch from Signs. Misses low and outside. 1-0 the count. Told you guys I would go back to the chat because you guys have certainly been busy. Magic 81. He's looking for some more scores for us. We appreciate all of the updates. I mean, I'm having a hard time trying to keep up with them, but I appreciate them. And I promise I'll try and get to them. Swing and a miss on that 1-0 pitch, so a 1-1 count on Cardenas. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be foul back, 1-2. Matthew Bommersbach checking in. Good to see him on the chat as well. Okay, giving me a score as that pitch misses in the dirt. 2-2 the count. So Rockport Fulton Pirates losing the first game 4-1, and they are down in that second game to Needville. And London getting the sweep over Orange Grove 21-10. Wow. 20-10 rather. 20, 21. I mean, if it's that many, well, you know. 2-2 pitch, going to miss low and outside. Full count on Cardenas. They outscored Orange Grove 37-10 in a two-game sweep. That's pretty crazy. But the London Pirates, and I watched them early on. They're a very young ball club, but man, they can play, and boy, can they run the bases. Saw them in the very first tournament of the year, the Bishop tournament, and that's going to be a good ball club for many, many years. They are a very, very young ball club, but they can play some ball over there. And it sounds to me like they've just gotten better and better as the year has progressed. And that's, of course, what you would have expected of them, but it's a good ball club over there. So congratulations to the London Pirates as well. 3-2 pitch, fouled straight back. Another 3-2 pitch coming up. And that's going to be ball 4. So Galadans draws the walk, first and second, with 1 out for Nick Matrides. Matrides 1 for 2. That one base hit was a single in the third. Also walked and lined out. First pitch, and that one's going to be slicing foul. First base side gets out of play. 0-1 count. A 1 pitch from Signs, and again foul back. So 0-2 on Matrides. Cardenas at first, Hewitt at second. Signs come set at the chest. Runners on the move, and the pitch is going to be fouled off. Another 0-2 pitch coming up. A little score update from Cabinets Field. 14-6 as Palmview has put up 6 runs in the top of the 5th inning. So 14-6 the score. Another pitch spoiled by Matrides. Fouling off some tough pitches here, staying alive in that 0-2 count. And for Palmview, they've got first and second with 2 outs. And they put up 6 runs. Let's see if, Kevin Goss out of the ball game. So it looks like that one is going to be driven out to right field. Coming in, Barrera. It's going to drop for a base hit. Rounding third is Hewitt. Here comes the throw. Going to be close at the plate. And they missed the tag. Garza misses the tag. Hewitt comes in to score. Just missed him as Hewitt went right by him. So a nice job by Easton Hewitt. But what a throw by Barrera to make it close at the plate. He got it in quickly. He was shaded towards center. He got to the ball quickly and made a nice throw. Just a bit up the line, but almost right where Hewitt was crossing. He just gets past Garza and comes in to score. So an RBI single for Nick Matrides. First and third with 1 out for Cantu. 9-0 Tigers. First pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. A 1 pitch on the way, inside, 1-1. EJ is 1 for 3 in the ball game, singled in his last at bat. There's a strike, 1-2. So Matrides at first, Cardenas at third. Pitch in the dirt, gets past Garza. In to score is Cardenas. Matrides to second base, and it's a 10-0 Tiger lead here in the top of the 6th. 2-2 the count. That pitch is going to be driven out to center field. Garza drifting back, and he's going to make the grab, 2 away. Garza with the shades on out there in center field. These guys, all of them, fighting the sun. But he makes the grab, and there are 2 away. So Matrides stays put at second base. Christian Martinez to the plate, and actually they're going to run for the pitcher. So put in a courtesy runner, and that's going to be number 17. That is Perez. So Perez in to run for Matrides. Christian Martinez to the plate. Christian 0 for 2 in the ball game. Looks at strike one. Christian walked and reached on a fielder's choice, struck out in his first at bat, so 0 for 1. Pitch missed outside. 1-1. Senior shortstop feels like Christian Martinez has been playing baseball forever. He started for the Carroll Tigers as a freshman, so we got to see this young man grow up on the field. And 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled off. 1-2 the count. Senior season for the young man. And that pitch too far inside. But I suppose if you're going to get hit by a pitch, you want the breaking pitch. Martinez takes it on the back. And so hit by a pitch, first and second for the Tigers. De Palomo to the plate. I imagine 3 years from now we'll be talking about De Palomo in his senior season. Not often that you get to see a young man start as a freshman and watch him throughout his high school career. But Christian Martinez, one of those young men, and De Palomo going to be one of those young men for the Carroll Tigers as well. So the freshman catcher digs in, and Palomo is 0 for 3 in the ball game. Pitch on the way, driven into right center, coming in the right fielder Barrera, and he will squeeze it for out number 3. So that'll do it for the Tigers here in the top of the 6th, but they add 2 more to take a 10-0 lead. The Rattlers will send up 3, 4, 5 in the order. Garza, Barrera, and Sainz when we come back. Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
Johnny Luna with Auto Nation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. Auto Nation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call for you here from Rio Grande City. The Carroll Tigers with a commanding 10-0 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rattlers need to put at least 1 run on the board to extend this ball game. Good thing for the Rattlers is they won game 1, so Tigers, they need this win to force a game 3. And if that should happen, we will certainly be here for that one. It'll start 30 minutes after the conclusion of game 2, if that's where we end up. Nick Machidi's back out on the mound for the Tigers, and he delivers a strike on the outside corner. Matrides here in the bottom of the 6th inning, I have him unofficially at 63 pitches. That was number 64. So done a great job with the pitch count, has Nick Matrides, and that pitch is going to be fouled back out of play. 0-2 the count on Manny Garza. Garza is 1 for 2. singled in his first at bat. Popped up in the infield in his second at bat, so 1 for 2. And he looks at ball 1. So 1-2 the count on Garza. One-two pitch on the way, and Matrides misses outside. 2-2. Just missing with the pitch. And they'll appeal down to the third base umpire to see if Garza went around. The umpire says no, he did not, so full count. Didn't look to me like he went around either. But they don't ask my opinion up here. 3-2 pitch, here it comes, and that one is going to be lifted into shallow right center. Coming in is Cantu and Gonzalez, the center fielder. Going out was Bush, but no one gets to it. And like he did in his first at-bat, just dumps one into no man's land and gets himself another base hit. A one-out single, or actually a leadoff single, rather. And we'll have another courtesy runner for the catcher. Didn't catch his number as he went out there. See if we can get that for you. See if we can get that for you. First pitch to Barrera in there for a strike. And the courtesy runner is number 5, Guerra, once again. Should have known that. 0-1 count on Barrera. Here comes the pitch, and that one is going to be driven out to center field. Going to be a base hit as well, so back-to-back singles. And here come the Rattlers, first and second. Nobody out for Manny Signs. Signs 0 for 2 in the ball game. A fly out to left. Popped up in foul territory in his last at-bat. Barrera at first, Guerra at second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Now one is going to be driven out to left field. Going back is Chavez, and it's out of here. Third home run of the ball game, and this one a 3-1 blast by Manny Signs to get the Rattlers on the board. And our score here in the bottom of the 6th, now 10-3 Tigers. But still nobody out for the Rattlers. What a ball game we have here. Baseballs have been flying out of the ballpark all day. A little Eminem over the speakers. And that certainly brought the Rio Grande City Rattler fans back to life, giving them something to stand up and cheer about. And that drew a meeting on the mound with the Tiger pitching coach that come in to talk to Nick Matrides.
Yeah, exactly.
So 10-3 our score. As I said, nobody out. Obviously, the bases are empty. And Alan Garcia to the plate. Matrides delivers the first pitch up, 1-0 the count. Garcia 0 for 2. A couple of ground outs, one to the left side of the infield, one to the right side. And Matrides misses low, 2-0. Looks like Magic 81 reporting that Cal Allen's up 5-0 over Gruella. That 2-0 pitch fouled off, 2-1 the count. Alice up 6-5 now over Hidalgo. Justin Perales reporting Pioneer with an 8-2 lead in the bottom of the 5th. So Pioneer playing Brownsville Porter. And actually, Magic 81 just reporting that Pioneer won that game 2, so that forces a game 3 between Pioneer and Porter. The winner of that series plays the winner of this series. 2-1 pitch, misses up, 3-1 the count. And it looks like they've gone final. They've gone final. That pitch is going to be popped up, out of play. Looks like Ryan Rodriguez for the Ray Texans with a walk-off single. And the Ray Texans take the win and sweep La Jolla Palmview. Final in that ball game, 16-6 in 5 innings. What a ball game over there. And the Ray Texans, congratulations to the Texans, as that one is popped up into left field high, not deep. Chavez, a couple of steps forward, and he'll make the grab, one away. So 1 down, base is empty. Mike Ramos to the plate, and Ramos having a pretty good day. And so far today, liking facing Matrides. He's 2 for 2 against Nick. A double and a single. Ground ball, left side and through. 3 for 3. Mike Ramos. A 1-out single. So Ramos at first base for Luis Garza. Garza 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice and then flew out to left. 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Ramos with the lead over at first. Garza's holding him on. Pitch misses up for ball 1. So kind of a and that pitch is going to be driven out to left field towards the line. Chavez tracking it down, and he'll make the grab just inside the line, 2 away. So 2 down, Ramos at first base, and the batter will be the second baseman, Onelio Leal. Junior Leal. Leal 1 for 2. Fly out to left, singled in his last at bat. Matrides delivers outside for ball 1. So we're guaranteed to see one more inning now that the Rattlers have scored 3. 10-3 Tigers. Pitch on the way, and that one is going to be driven out to center field, slicing towards left. Going to get down in front of Gonzalez, so Leal with his second hit of the ball game. And he'll flip the order back to the top of the order with Mark Bettis. Bettis 0 for 3. Fly out to left, fly out to center. And popped up in foul territory as well. Swing and a miss. The first offering from Matrides. Leal at first, Ramos at second. Rattlers have scored 3 so far here in the bottom of the 6th. And the 0-1 misses up, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. the 1-2 pitch going to miss up, so count will even up. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Matrides comes set at the belt. Comes the pitch. Outside corner, called strike 3. But for the Rattlers, 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, 2 men left on base. After 6 innings of play, 10-3 Tigers. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Chavez, Gonzalez, and Bush due up for Carroll. Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas athletics.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. And we are headed to the top of the 7th inning. The Tigers with a 10-3 lead here in Game 2, trying to force a Game 3. The Rattlers got the win on the road yesterday over at Cabinets Field. 8-3 was the final. So the Tigers needing a win here in Game 2 to force a Game 3. And they're going to be looking to extend this 10-3 lead. I talked about it from the beginning of the game. The Rattlers capable of putting up a crooked number at any given moment. And you know the Tigers and the coaching staff know that. Saw them put up 3 runs off of 1 swing of the bat. And that was in the bottom of the 6th inning. So the Tigers certainly going to try and extend this lead if they can against Manny Signs on the mound. 9-1 and 2 due up. Chavez, Gonzalez, and Bush. And Chris Chavez looks at ball 1. Chavez 2 for 2 in the ball game. One of those a solo bomb. 1-0 pitch rather, missing outside. 2-0 the count. Dots the outside corner for a strike. 2-1. And that one is popped up. Coming in, the center fielder Garza over to his right, and he makes the grab. 1 away. So 1 down. Back to the top of the Tiger order. Gilbert Gonzalez at the plate. Gilbert 1 for 2 on the day. Swing and a miss. Doubled and scored in his first at bat. Walked and scored in the 3rd. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th and the 6th. And in the 6th he came around to score. So he scored 3 runs. And he looks at ball 1, so the count will even up at 1-1. Tigers' district fates have all been decided, and they have all advanced to the area round. That would be the Gregory Portland Wildcats, the Veterans Memorial Eagles, and the Ray Texans. 1-1 pitch. And that one is going to be driven out to center field. And looks like the center fielder, Garza, this time to his left. and he makes the grab. 2 down. So 2 down, bases empty for J.J. Bush. J.J. is 2 for 4. Two-run bomb in his last at-bat. Also doubled back in the third. Came around to score. And he looks at ball 1. So the Gregory Portland Wildcats sweeping Missions Veterans Memorial. And that pitch missed for ball 2. They will face Sharyland next week. Sharyland sweeping Westlaco East. So the number 2 team and the number 10 team will square off next week. Pitch on the way and in the dirt, 3-0. Veterans Memorial Eagles with a win over Roma in a 1-game playoff. So they will face Brownsville Veterans Memorial. There's a strike, 3-1. Number 8 Veterans Memorial against Brownsville Veterans Memorial. And the Ray Texans, with their win just a few minutes ago, strike 2 called, swept Palmview, and they will face number 4 McAllen next week in the area round. Pitch on the way, and that one's going to miss outside. They'll appeal down to the third base umpire. He says no, Bush did not go around. So ball 4 and a 2-out walk. Easton Hewitt to the plate, and he is 2 for 3 in the ball game. So the only game, or the only series undecided is, well, actually there are 2, because it's the Carroll Rio Grande City, the one that we're watching right now, as the first pitch is fouled off. Tigers trying to force a game 3. The Sharyland Pioneers have already forced a game 3. Porter won game 1. Sharyland won game 2. So they will go to a game 3. And the winner of that series playing the winner of this series. 0-1 in there for strike 2. So an 0-2 count on Hewitt. 2 down. Bush at first base with the 2-out walk. Signs come set, and that one is going to be driven into right center. Get to get down for a base hit. In fact, oh no, it does not get past Barrera. Barrera does a good job getting to it. They'll hold Bush up at third base. So Hewitt now 3 for 4 on the day. Driving that pitch into right center and getting himself another base hit. A 2-out double. So second and third for Diego Cardenas. For a second there, I thought that might get past Barrera, but he did a great job, and he fielded it with the backhand out there. Pitch on the way, and that one is going to be driven into center field, and it's going to be fielded by the second baseman, Leal. The throw to first base is not in time, so Bush comes in to score. RBI single for Diego Cardenas. And an 11-3 Tiger lead. Hewitt to third base, so first and third with 2 outs for Nick Matrides. Matrides 2 for 3, first pitch swinging, and he fouls that one off first base side. Low 1-1. That one skips away from Garza, and Hewitt will come in to score. It is 12-3. Throw down to third base is going to be in time, so they'll get Cardenas at third base for out number 3. And that's going to do it here in the top of the 7th. But the Tigers do add a couple of runs. 12-3 Tigers as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Blast Vision live from Rio Grande City.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Autotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez with the call. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. Tigers with a 12-3 lead. If they can hang on to win it, they'll force a Game 3 in the series. And the winner of this series will play the winner of Sherryland Brownsville Porter, and they also are going to Game 3 in that series. So, a couple of good series between these 4 ball clubs. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Rattlers, Garza and Barrera. And it will be Eddie Garza leading things off for the Rattlers. First pitch swinging, and he rips one, but foul, third base side. 0-1 the count. Eddie Garza is 1 for 3 in the ball game, singled in his first at bat. And then a grounder back to Matrides and a strikeout. Hard ground ball, backhanded by Martinez, and kind of a looping throw over to first base. But it gets there in time to retire Cárdenas for out number 1. So 1 down, base is empty for Manny Garza. Rattler catcher. He's 2 for 3 in the ball game. Couple of little bloop singles into center field. And we've talked about it all year long. You don't got to hit it hard. Just got to hit it where they ain't. And he's been able to do that twice. Kind of getting it to drop in between 3 Tiger defenders. And, man, that's all you need. Looks like a scorching fly ball in the scorebook. 1-0 pitch on the way, and that one is going to be lifted out into right field, going over Cantu, and he'll make the grab. Nice job right there by Cantu to track that one down, as that one was hit hard by Garza, but it's 2 away. So the Rattlers down to their last out here in Game 2. So, and then Barrera to the plate, Rattler right fielder. He's 1 for 3 here in the ball game. Singled and scored in his last at bat. Also flew out and reached on a fielder's choice. Matrides delivers the first pitch, and that one is going to be lifted out into left field. Is it fair? And the umpire says it is a fair ball and a home run for Eden Barrera. There was no doubt about the distance. It was whether or not he could keep it fair, and he does. And, man, I believe that's the 4th home run we've seen, 2 from each team. Barrera, a solo bomb here in the bottom of the 7th, and a 12-4 ball game. So with 2 down, bases empty, Manny Sines to the plate. And it looks like Barrera's bat stayed over there. Gonna have to get that back to the dugout. He might need that one again. So Sines digs in. He is 1 for 3. And his one was a 3-run bomb. That was in the 6th inning. So the 4-hole and the 5-hole hitting one out today for the Rattlers. Swing and a miss. The count is 1-1. Matredes delivers, swing and a miss. 1-2. From the windup, here comes the pitch, and that one's going to be popped up. Right side of the infield. Bush, the second baseman, makes the grab, and that is the ball game. Our final is 12-4. The Tigers force a game 3 here this afternoon, and it'll be in about 30 minutes. We'll get that one underway. Let's get you some final totals. We're going to go off the air briefly, and then we'll be back for that game 3. So for the Carroll Tigers, 12 runs on 14 hits. They committed no errors. For the Rattlers, 4 runs on 11 hits. They committed no errors either. The win goes to Nick Matredes, a complete game victory for the young man. 7 innings pitched. He allowed 4 runs, all earned on 11 hits, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. And the loss goes to Mark Bettis, 2 1/3 innings pitched for the young man. 4 runs, 3 earned on 5 hits, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So, and we can give you a player of the game. In my book, it's got to be Nick Matredes. Not only does he go the distance, but Nick Matredes also 2 for 3 in the ball game, and did drive in a run as well. So Nick Matredes, our player of the game here in game 2, and the Tigers force a game 3. So want to thank everybody who hit us up on the chat. Let's check it out real quick. And looks like you guys finally settled in. So we want to thank everybody who hit us up on the chat. You guys were awesome. We appreciate that. Magic81 keeping us up to date with the scores, and everyone else who put scores up there as well. We appreciate you guys so much. And we'll be back on the air, like I said, probably in about 20 minutes or so. I'll be back on the air. As soon as we get starting lineups, we'll probably get ourselves back on the air once we get those logged. So, again, thank you guys for listening in, and we'll be right back. We hope you guys will come back and join us, Jake Vasquez and Blast Vision Live from Rio Grande, Texas.